Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss about the components of physical fitness, right? In Unit 3, we already discussed the first component of physical fitness, that is endurance, right? Today we are going to discuss about the next component, that is strength and types of strength, right? We already discussed about the endurance and types of endurance in my last video. Today we are going to discuss strength and speed, right? First we take the strength and types of strength. As you know that strength is required in almost all games and sports. It is also required in your general life for daily routine work. Without strength, you cannot do any type of physical workout. Especially in the games and sports, you require the strength. And we know that different games and sports require different types of strength, right? Some games required explosive strength, some games and sports required strength endurance, some games and sports required maximal strength. Now, first we understand what is strength. Strength is also called power. It is also called the power, right? Strength is the amount of force a muscle can exert. Strength is the amount of force a muscle can exert. Or, other words, that is to overcome the resistance. To overcome the resistance. It is called the strength. For example, in the gymnasium, you lift the weight. The weight you lift maximum, that is your strength. The weight you lift maximum in one repetition, that is called your strength. For example, if you lift maximum 60 kg of weight, then your strength is, that is 60 kg. You can lift 60 kg, not more than 60 kg. So that is called the strength, right? Strength is mostly required in all games and sports, especially in boxing. It is required, especially in wrestling. It is required, right? Especially in sprint races, it is required in your legs, right? So strength is required in almost all games and sports, and it is a very important component of physical fitness. This strength can develop by certain types of methods, certain types of special methods by which you can develop your strength by training, right? Now come to the types of strength. There are 3 types of strength, right? All games and sports are required all these 3 types of strength. First we take the maximal strength, maximal or maximum strength. It is a type of strength to overcome the resistance or the amount of force muscle can exert maximum in one repetition, right? The amount of force muscle can exert maximum in one repetition. It is called the maximal strength. You have to lift the maximum weight, or you have to apply the force of hand in boxing, force of toe in football, force of arm in cricket, batting and bowling, right? So the muscle, the amount of force muscle can exert maximum in one repetition, that is called the maximal or maximum strength, right? It is called the maximum or maximal strength. The example I already told you, boxing, right? Weightlifting, wrestling, these are the examples of the maximal strength. Now come to the second strength, that is called explosive strength. Explosive strength. This is the combination of speed and strength. Explosive strength is the combination of speed and strength. The activity which is doing by the use of strength with full speed, that is called the explosive strength. You have to use your strength with speed. For example, sprint races, 100-meter race, 200-meter race, 400-meter race, that is called the sprint races. Boxing, right? Wrestling. These are the examples of the explosive strength. Jumping. You have to run fast and jump on the sand pit. That is the best example of explosive strength. Throwing is a very good example of explosive strength. Throw the shot put, throw the discus throw the javelin. Right? These are the examples of explosive strength. The strength in which you have to use your strength as well as you do the work, your muscle do the work with speed. That is called the explosive strength. Right? Now come to the last strength, that is called strength endurance. Strength endurance is the combination of strength and endurance. As earlier we discussed about the endurance, endurance is that activity which sustain or which is doing for longer duration without stopping the activity in the presence of oxygen with slow pace, without any fatigueness, without any tiredness, that is called the endurance. So strength endurance is the combination of strength and endurance. The activity which is doing by the use of your muscle strength for longer duration with slow pace, without stopping the activity in the presence of oxygen, without fatigueness, without tiredness, that is called the strength endurance. For example, the long distance races, the marathon races, 1000-meter race, 2000-meter race, swimming, road cycling. These are the best examples of strength endurance. Long distance races. You sustain the activity for longer duration. Also, you use your strength of your legs while you are running for longer duration. Cycling. You do cycling for longer duration without stopping the activity and use the strength of your legs. That is the combination of strength and endurance. Swimming. You use the strength of your shoulder, strength of your arms, strength of your legs and sustain the activity for longer duration. That is the example of the strength endurance. These are the three best examples. Swimming, cycling and long distance races are the best examples for the strength endurance. So this is all about the strength and types of strength. Now come to the third component. Now we discuss about the speed and types of speed. Right? As you know that speed is also required for almost all games and sports. Right? And athlete or sports person should develop this component of fitness, that is speed. And it is required in all games and sports like football, cricket, badminton, hockey, boxing, swimming. All games and sports require the speed. Speed is defined as to perform the movement at faster rate. Speed is defined as to perform the movement at faster rate. or you have to complete the given task in minimum possible time or faster rate. Whatever task or work is given to you, whether in sports or in general, you have to complete that task at faster rate without any delay in minimum possible time. That is called your speed, right? Speed is depend upon the types of fiber. It is depend upon the types of fiber. There are two types of fiber, FTF, STF, slow twitch fiber or fast twitch fiber. FTF is responsible for good speed. It is also called the white fiber, right? Fast twitch fiber is responsible for good speed. Those who have FTF, mostly they are very good runners. They have a speed, right? So this fiber is dependent upon the FTF. The speed is of three types, that is reaction time, acceleration and speed of movement. Reaction time here means the time taken by the body to react on a particular stimulus. The time taken by the body to react on a particular stimulus. For example, if you are ready for race, you have to stand behind the line and you have to run on the whistle, on the command go or on the fire, right? After fire or whistle, how you react on the fire, on the whistle and on the command go, that is called your reaction time. How you react, how quickly you react on a particular stimulus, on a fire, on a whistle, that is called reaction time. Reaction time is very, very important in the games and sports. Those athletes who have good reaction time, they are mostly get success in the competition, especially in the races. Reaction time is required in all games and sports, like cricket, like races, like boxing, right? In these games, the reaction time is required. So, it is the time taken by the body to react or react quickly. That is called the reaction time. Now, come to the second types of speed, that is called acceleration. Acceleration is defined as the time taken by the body to reach the maximum speed. Time taken by the body to reach the maximum speed, that is called acceleration. How much time take the body to reach the acceleration, that is called your speed, right? In games and sports, acceleration is very important, especially in the races. Especially in the races, acceleration is very important. Because if you did not accelerate your speed, then maybe you lose the races. You lose the competition. And in races, after 30 to 40 meters, the athlete should reach the maximum speed if they want to win the competition or win the race. They have to accelerate or reach the maximum speed after 30 to 40 meters, especially in sprint races. Then the athlete will win the competition. That is called the acceleration. Now come to the third types of speed, that is speed of movement. It is defined as the quickness of complete action and movement. It is defined as the quickness of complete action and movement. It is called the speed of movement. How quickly you complete a particular action or particular movement, how you turn the quickly, how you stop the quickly, that is called the speed of movement, that is quickness of complete action or movement. Now come to the fourth component, that is called flexibility and types of flexibility. Flexibility is the movement of joints. It is the range of joints. The range of joints is called the flexibility. How much reach you have in your joints, that is called the flexibility. It is depend upon the ligaments, tendons and muscles. It is the movement around the joints. It is the movement around the joints. It is called flexibility. Flexibility is also required in almost all games and sports. Flexibility is also required in almost all games and sports. Especially in the gymnastic, you require flexibility. Right? In cricket, you require flexibility. Judo, taekwondo, you require flexibility. Right? So, mostly all games and sports are required the flexibility. It is the movement around the joints. It is the range of motion around the joints. It is the range of motion or movement around the joints. That is called the flexibility. Right? There are two types of flexibility. Active flexibility and passive flexibility. There are two types of flexibility, active flexibility and passive flexibility. Active flexibility is that, first we understand, active flexibility, right. Active flexibility is that flexibility by which we have to do the flexibility exercises without any external help. The exercise, which is the flexibility exercise, which is doing self without any external help, without the help of partner, without the help of any type of machine, without the help of any type of weight, right? That is called the active flexibility method. There are various types of active flexibility method, right? That is called the active flexibility. Now come to the passive flexibility. Passive flexibility is the vice versa. It is a vice versa. Passive flexibility is that method of flexibility in which we take the external help by doing the passive flexibility. We take the help of the partner, we take the help of the machines or tools for the flexibility exercises. That is called the passive flexibility exercise. So this is all about, today we discussed the three components of physical fitness. I hope you understand the topic. Thank you.